All right, well, this morning we are headed up to the Hawgin on Lanier barbecue contest and SCA Cookoff. We kind of look a little bit like the Beverly Hillbillies rolling out of here. I'll show you a shot of the truck. You know, we don't got any fancy equipment, but we do have a friend of ours who's bringing a camper up there and hanging out with us, so it's gonna be nice to have some air conditioning. But we're on the way to pick up Dawson, and I'm just gonna keep you guys updated on how the day goes, and we'll see how we do.
So right now we are in Cumming, Georgia. I've noticed in a lot of the YouTube videos that I've been in, I sound like way more country than I think I sound. So I'm going to try to speak a little more proper.
You're not doing a good job.
I'm not doing a good job. What's the name of this competition? It's supposed to be Hawgin on Lanier. Is it still called that?
Yeah.
Still called Hawgin on Lanier, but we're getting ready to do the SCA Cookoff, the steak Cookoff competition. It's Friday night. Right there are my steaks that I selected, and then over here we have Blake's steaks. They're just brining right now. Are we talking about how we're doing it?
No, you don't have to.
No, we're not talking about that.
Secrets.
Super secret squirrel stuff. But yeah, good time so far. Really excited. Looking forward to it. This is my first my first time competing in a steak cook-off. Blake's like third time, so I'm pretty excited about it. My steaks look way better than his out the gate, so
That's very true.
Super motivated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll give you some more updates later on, but just getting started.
happy, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a perfect steak, but we only cut down into it. So. I love it when he's like on it.
It's the man, the myth, the legend, the Rib King.
Good.
Doing steaks.
Snakes.
Eating snakes.
How long to walk up there, you know?
Just a couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
I'm probably gonna set the turkey up to brine at some point. I need to inject
Set
the
the
butts. The turkey up to brine.
Can you hand me a piece of
You
paper
want
towel?
You want a turkey as well?
Yeah.
This is a first-time SCA event. He had 76 teams here.
Thank you.
Big hand for Hereford Beef that provided the steaks today, as well as first place is going to get an entire ribeye loin today, in addition to $750. We had a couple ties. We'll call them off. 9th and 10th place was a tie, but it was broken by taste. 10th place had a score of 244.0. Who has ticket number 6337? All right, we're on to 9th place. They won by the tiebreaker. Who has 6339? Good job, brother.
Blake Kitchens, Carrollton, Georgia, cooked on a Weber kettle with all queued up steak seasons.
Good job, congratulations. Look
At
out.
least I didn't drop it right there.
All right, 3rd place, $200, score of 249.6. Big score. 6299. Someone over here.
Zach Simpkins, Carrollton, Georgia, cooked on a Weber kettle. Used, what are they called? Yeah, steak rub. Hey.
Perfect.
You left the button undone. I told you.
Brain farted, man. I couldn't remember what we used.
Steak rub.
Just sit in the front row, it's easy.
Hound Hogs, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so it's late. What time is it?
It is 10:09.
It's 10:09. Awards were at 9 o'clock, and you know, I felt like I finished pretty respectfully. I got 9th place out of 76 teams, but then old Zach here decided he just had to walk at 3rd place. So here's our 2 SCA trophies. They're like some like weird like wind spinners. I don't know. I might have to flatten them out to hang them on a wall, but yeah. So Zach actually was using primarily a rub that we developed. So
That Blake developed.
yeah, whatever we developed. So we're pretty happy about that. The flavor scores were close. He's about 1.5 points above me, so it's worth trying again. But we're pretty happy so far. Tomorrow we're doing the KCBS comp, and we'll kind of see how that goes. But if it's anything like today, it's gonna be a good weekend. So we'll see what happens. Here getting ready, I guess, for the day. We got the smoker going, we got some breakfast over here going, and then just oddly we noticed, hey look, a hot air balloon. Surprise.
Not so much as hot as your shirt.
No, my shirt's awesome. Brianna loves it. But yeah, we're out here getting ready. The smoker's rolling at what? What's it saying now?
You need saw blades, you need
How about the bacon, baby?
drill bits, you need
263.
263. We're gonna let it get up to 275, and
like power tools and stuff.
we got some bacon on a cast iron skillet over here for breakfast.
feeding the cookers.
Yeah, he's the cooker feeding the cookers.
Skill brand.
So it's gonna be a good morning.
Have that laying
We feel pretty good after coming off those two top 10 finishes SCA. We're gonna do it again, baby. Tell me what you're doing. Don't give away all the secrets.
All right, we're using that exclusive Hound Hogs. What's that stuff? Pork rub.
So we got what's that stuff? Beef and pork rub.
Right.
Okay, got you.
Now we're just getting the ribs ready. Starting off, are we actually saying what we're putting on here?
I mean, we got our own recipe for
Yeah.
half of it, so.
Half of it's our own. So this that I'm putting on right now is some stuff that we made. Going on top, and then we got some Cosmos Q stuff that we put on before that. So far that's all we got on there. That and some salt. But we're ready to go.
Yep, and let them sweat in for about 30 minutes, and they're gonna hit the smoker. All right, we are in the middle of turn-ins. The only reason I got time to do this right now is because that chicken right there,
As I put it down, I was like,
it's got to cool off a little bit, so I got to stand here. But turkey has turned out awesome. Probably one of the best pieces of turkey I've ever had. I didn't even add anything to this chicken. I'm pretty happy with it. And we're halfway through, so let's see. Ribs are glazing. That foil's gonna blind you. Got a couple more minutes, they'll be turned in. Zach's super stressed. All right, so we are done. We are almost all the way packed up except for our canopy and chairs. And we're tired, but we all feel pretty good about our stuff. We'll let each one of us kind of talk about what we did. I'll talk about the chicken first. The chicken was beautiful on the rack, and I ain't figured out how to get it in the box without messing it up yet. So, but I was able to fix it. I think my appearance scores might be 1 point off. But the flavor was really good. I didn't even use a finishing rub or nothing. It was just spot on. And so that was pretty much mine with the chicken.
No, I think that our ribs are probably going to do all right. You really never know till the awards, I guess. But I feel pretty good about them. Like, you could nitpick every little thing. I think for me, we got to figure out a way to get our ribs a little bit lighter. I still feel like they're kind of dark. Not quite getting that red mahogany color. They're getting a little bit darker than I want them to. That, and then just the challenge of getting a rack of ribs with enough ribs on it that are consistent in size and thickness. Like we had, as far as the turn-in, we had one rack that we used 3 ribs out of that were pretty short, and then the other rack, they were super beefy and long. So, I think we were able to make it work. I think our box still looks good. I'm pretty sure our taste is going to be there, but just the inconsistencies, the things that are going to help us, the little things. So for me right now, the biggest challenge is just figuring out the color.
So I guess I'll start with the pork butt. We only turned in money muscle. It was pretty good. They actually turned out better than we were expecting. The butt started, of course, they started to hit temperature and need to be pulled out and separated and everything about the same time everything else had to be done. And so we were worried they were going to be a little too done, and they ended up not being too done. I think the only thing we're kind of worried about that is just when you're working with just a money muscle and you've got a decent breeze like this, they were probably kind of cooled off by the time we got them up there. Otherwise, I think they look pretty good. They taste great. That's about it for pork butt. Now for the tent's going away. For the turkey ancillary, it was pretty fun because there's nothing. It's like, hey, this is how you do it. This is what competition barbecue turkey tastes like. So we got to kind of wing it, and we pretty much winged it. But they look really good. I like the way they look, and I actually really like the way they taste. You know, I've smoked a couple turkeys before. I've never smoked just a turkey breast like that, and then basically cut it up and seasoned the way we did. The piece that I tried, I was worried there might be a little bit too much spice on it. Maybe it was a little too hot, but a bunch of the other guys said that theirs weren't quite that way. So.
And this is Clifford. Clifford was our extra set of hands. Clifford, what'd you learn today?
I learned that I know nothing about smoking meat or making barbecue, but I'm gonna be all in going forward.
Yeah, we got a new team member.
Having a good time, being out here with these guys, learning, and continuing to go forward with it.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. We're just hot and tired right now. Really hoping that they're going to be able to do the awards early. But we'll get some video and some footage of that. But we'll see how it goes. All right, the family's back in the car.
It's hot.
It's hot, ain't it, Brantley? So yeah, he's not really that sweaty. We just wiped him off with a wipe. That's why he looks like that. Don't judge us. So yeah, honestly, we finished middle of the pack. Actually, we finished above average. I think they haven't sent us the overall scores yet, but I'm guessing we were 12th or 13th, maybe 14th. It's kind of hard to tell. Out of 33 teams, so really not bad. Our scores are a little bit confusing. The chicken, I totally get. I think it was probably a good score. I got 15th in chicken, and they kind of gave me some 8s and some 9s because my appearance was a little off. My tenderness was good. My taste, they said it was slightly off, but I'm not sure. And I'm going to post a picture of this at the end of this video just so you can kind of look at it, or I might even kind of put it over what I'm talking right now. The backyard ribs, we got a perfect score from one judge, and we got all 9s in appearance, 8s and 9s in tenderness, which we expected. And then our taste, we got a 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. 7 being basically the lowest score you can get without, you know, offending somebody. And 9 being the highest. So we don't really know. Somebody thought it was a 7, 3 people thought it was a 9, 2 or 3 people, I don't know. The biggest thing that hurt us today, we got 13th in ribs. Backyard pork, we had 4 9s in appearance, 1 8, and one judge gave us all 7s. So if you've never competed before, when you look at this sheet, what you'll see is a judge average score, okay? The judge that gave us all 7s gave us a 28, and his average score was almost 4 points lower than everybody else at the table. And 4 points at KCBS is a lot. But luckily they dropped the lowest judge's score, but we could have had a good judge there that may have gave us a 9 in taste and tenderness, whatever it may be. But we got 2 perfect scores and 1 triple 7s on the same piece of meat. So it's just about impossible to really judge on that one. But I think we got a fair shake on pretty much the ribs and the chicken. So I wanted to be top 10. We were 1 place out of being called top 10 for the pork, which was surprising. It was kind of the one we were least confident in, so that feels good. But sorry, Brantley's talking too. But yeah, so we'll let you know kind of what the final tallies were. But I'd say I'm okay with the results. The biggest thing I told them is I'm okay with it because we kicked some butt last night at the SCA against 76 teams, so we're still riding high on that one.
And so for KCB, for the people who haven't
KCBS,
so the people who haven't competed, 9 is a perfect score.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was confused about that.
Yeah, triple nines is the perfect score. If you get all triple nines, they're going to drop one judge's score, even though it's not the lowest, and you get a 180. That's a perfect score. That's a big deal. So we had actually, I think, 2 of those today. So yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. I'll let you know, before we end this video, I'll let you know what our final placement was, and just kind of show you what the scorecards look like, I guess. So thanks for watching. Well, guys, it's Monday. We're back to the real world now. I just got off work. I wanted to just fill you guys in before I let you go about where we finished in the contest overall. Let me tell you what my goals were. Obviously, everybody wants to win, but I was going to be really ecstatic if we came in 5th place or better. I was going to be happy if we came in 10th place or better, and I was probably not going to be real pleased if we didn't. I wouldn't have felt too accomplished, but come to find out, we were 0.5 points away from being in 10th place. So I'm not going to be too upset about that, because I really do think that one judge probably hurt us pretty good, and we probably could have done a little bit better. But 11th place out of 33 teams, when we're only on our 2nd KCBS contest, and that was some of the best of the Southeast out there. I think that's something to be proud of. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. I'll show you the score sheet so you can see kind of what it looks like. But congrats to everybody. I believe it's Angry Jack BBQ was the ones who won it all for the pro side. So congrats to you guys. Congrats to Red Bones Barbecue. They won the backyard side. And we're getting ready to do some SCAs in a couple weeks, so I'm sure you'll see some of that on here. But other than that, guys, that's it for us this time. Go out and cook something new.
Secrets. Super secret squirrel stuff.